All right, so basically, this is a reaction or review on Beam Me Up Scotty mixtape by Nicki Minaj. I was surprised by this mixtape that came out. I didn't know it was a re-release. Um, excuse me, a re-release with I think three new tracks. So big her up for that. Excuse me, big her up because at the end of the day, it's not easy to say, you know what, let me re-release a project and like that was decades old and you know what I mean? 2009. You gotta understand, 2009. We're in 2021. Yeah? There's some people who are afraid of going back to their past and sharing their past. Yeah? Because they're embarrassed or whatever. Nicki Minaj said, fuck that shit. Get me. Let me re-release something with three new tracks. And I like that she did that. Anyway, the artwork, yeah, is similar to the title, Beam Me Up Scotty, which if you're not understanding, that is a reference point to Star Trek, yeah? Um I haven't watched Star Trek in years, but I know that it's a reference point because even in that she's wearing like a superhero type of flex. She needs to play a superhero. I don't know what superhero she would play, but in this, she looks like a fucking superhero, and I reckon she should be play one. And she done acting before, so she might as well. Um, but anyway, so yeah, it's like she's on a moon or a planet or whatever, and you got the spaceship above her, or whatever, or just beside her, but or behind her, whatever. And you got the beam in it. So obviously she's like beam me up, Scotty. So she's getting beamed up. Anyway, I like the artwork. It's very impressive. Alright, so there's 23 tracks on here. Alright, so there's Seeing Green featuring Nicki Minaj, Drake, and Lil Wayne. Listen, when these three link up, yeah, when these three link up, I'm gonna insert the clip right here. Yeah, that's what they're like. Yeah, so get me. It's morphin' time. Um, that's what they're genuinely like. If leave your answer in the comments section below. Tell me if I'm right or if I'm right. Let me know. So other than that, in fact, who do you think had the best flow on the verse or best verse on there? For me, I'm gonna say some say it was Drake, but I don't disagree because one reason why I disagree because he says that he's the GOAT or whatever. People say he's the GOAT. No, you're not the GOAT, bruv. You're not the GOAT. Unfortunately, you're not the GOAT. The GOAT is Michael Jackson. Like, so far, obviously you're supposed to be better than someone else, than the previous generation, whatever, which makes sense, yeah? But Michael Jackson has etched himself into every single generation, yeah? Every single generation, every single genre, he's being referenced on so many different levels. Like lyrically, from fashion sense to videography to choreography to like you name it, yeah? He's that influential regardless of the age and gender, location, language, whatever. Like he's that inspirational. That's why I say he's a GOAT, yeah? Along with the humanitarian work he does. So this is no disrespect to Drake, don't ever get it twisted. But I'm just saying, yeah, me. But as far as bars go and flows, I'm gonna say Nicki Minaj. Like she just shelled. And even because apparently there's a new track in it. So what's interesting is it does have that 2009, 2010 era. And it's like you can replace these three and put on or let me just replace these three, my bad. Let's say you can even add on Dipset to it and you will hear like because that's more like to me that's more like a Dipset type of rhythm, innit? Like that's the type of rhythms. You hear me? If you're a Dipset fan, you fucking know, innit? So anyway, let's get into the second track. Fractions. Come on. She bodied that. She bodied that. That's all I can say. Then Crocodile Teeth remix. That took me by surprise. Because I didn't know she I'm not gonna say I didn't know she had it in her, but this is why I like the fact of lyricists. You see, when someone's a lyricist, yeah, what they tend to do, and this is maybe I'm wrong about this, or maybe I'm right. What they tend to do is challenge themselves with certain type of flows and wordplay. Do you see what I mean? And it's almost like they're testing the waters to see if would that work. Do you know what I mean? And then they can it's hard to explain, but they do it effortlessly with Crocodile Teeth. I think she did that. Shyrock with Nicki Minaj and or G was it G Herbo? That one was interesting. Um, then Boss Ass Bitch, um, Fitch and Taff, which is also a remix. I think it's a good tune. It's not like my favorite or anything, but I do like the title itself. But also like um, this is why I sort of jotted this down. But anyway. Then there's the intro. Then there's Itty Pitty Piggy. Then there's I Get Crazy featuring Lil Wayne. Then there's Kill the DJ. No, Nicki Minaj, don't kill the DJ. You need the DJ. Yeah, you need the DJ. Because without hip hop, there is no DJ. Do you know what I mean? You need a DJ. First there was a DJ, then there was the MC. Remember that. Alright, then there's Nicki Minaj Speaks. Yes, he mentioned something about place that she was at, and then this was what was interesting because he mentioned do you see why I say Michael Jackson is the GOAT? Yeah, even though Drake has a big fan base, but anyway, this has nothing to do with Drake anyway, but it kind of does at the same time, but it doesn't. So basically she was telling a story where she was going somewhere, and then basically where she would have thought it was Michael Jackson, and he was gonna come out with like his kids or whatever. But she mentioned something that I'd like, yo, excuse me. Even though I believe it was in 2009, right? So it was a wild statement to make, a very, 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 very wild statement to make, in regards to his children. And I'm gonna just say this: I don't think she meant any malice towards that. I don't think she does, because there's a lot of people, unfortunately, that actually also think similar. But I'm gonna say this, yeah. The DNA of Michael Jackson's family, you know what I mean? It should only be between that family. Only they should speak on it. Even the other day, what was funny, I was mentioning it in one video or whatever that someone was posted. I saw it talking about Joseph Jackson and Michael Jackson's dad in it, and I was like, rah, okay. Why are they even talking about that? And I just said what I needed to say. And they didn't like what I had to say. I said the same thing. Only their family have the right to speak on their DNA heritage, stuff like that. And the funny thing is, their response was, what was their response? Something to do with, oh, because they're in the public eye. You know what I mean? That's an excuse. No. Just because they're in the public eye and they're public figures. No. I don't care. I think this is probably one of the reasons why I stopped doing music as well, because I'm like, can I really take that? Do you know what I mean? Because me, I will go mad. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, I say go mad, but I will spaz out on something, innit? But when it's online, what can you really do other than find their IP address and never mind. Let me not speak that into existence right now. Anyway, but I've learned not to entertain trolls. Like, I see trolls and I'm like, I see you in it, but you ain't getting attention from me. And it's funny because now other people are mentioning, taking care of that troll for me. So, you know what I mean? Here's what it is. So big up those people that take care of the trolls for me. Yeah, so that was interesting, but the cut thing short. In fact, and I saw another post like a couple of days later, or probably a few hours later, that Janet Jackson posted, and yeah, and I reshared it mainly because obviously I realized it was Stevie Wonder's birthday as well, so I just thought, let me just reshare this anyway. It just makes sense. But yeah, but it was what she said in the captions. I was like, and I had to double check. I was like, what? Raw. Didn't even know that. Now it makes sense. You know what I mean? Then I saw, it reminded me of another picture I saw with that artist. Okay, now I'm giving a clue away, but that artist and Michael Jackson together. I'm like, then I saw a video. I'm like, now it makes sense. Anyway, so, but the point is back to the story with Nicki Minaj speaks. She mentioned something. Raw, this video is long enough. Fuck, I chat too much. Yeah. So, yeah, she mentions like raw about the situation that ended up being Gucci Mane. Get me? Gucci. Then the next track is Slumber Party featuring Gucci Mane. Then after that, Gucci Mane, Shopaholic featuring Gucci Mane, and I think there's someone else. Let me get to the credits. Yeah, F1. I think, you know, I can't even say it properly. Anyway, it was F1 side, which I just clocked something, which is very, very interesting. I didn't even know that. And then there's Gotta Go Hard, featuring Lil Wayne. I like this one though. I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard it, I was like, wait. And then it reminded me of I think it was Lil Wayne, DJ Khaled or something, and someone else. And I'm like, okay, she got her own version. Okay. And she actually went hard. She went hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna front. Then there's Nicki Minaj Speaks 2. I can't remember what she said in that. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then there's the Best I Ever Had remix. You get me? Because she went. In fact, no. Now I remember because she's talking about like slow it down or whatever, and then boom, that song came on. See, I like the transition. You know what I mean? The transitions, good on her. So obviously that features Drake. Then there's Keys under Palm Trees. Then there's Silly. Then there's Easy featuring Gucci Mane and I should get this person's name. Give me a second. Then it's also featuring Rav. I'm trying to read the names properly, and it's like DJ Holiday, Zaytoven. Anyway. Then there's Nicki Minaj Speaks. Forgot what she says in there. I can't lie. Then there's Envy. Then there's Can Anybody Hear Me? Still I Rise. Beam Me Up, Scotty. Alright, so long story short, I'm gonna give this mixtape a 9.5 out of 10. I wanted more new tunes from this. Now that I know that it isn't re-release, but the fact that she added 3 new songs, good on her. A video for what's it called again? Seeing Green needs to happen. It just needs to happen. That's all I need to see. So to listen to it, to the mixtape, the link is in the description box below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next. And another reason why I'll give it 9.5 out of 10 because there's most tracks I could resonate with, but there's some tracks that are like, But the one thing I would always respect is the fact that I have to give credit where credit is due. She's an absolutely MC. She's an MC. Get me? She got bars. Whether you like to admit it or not, I'm admitting it. She's got bars.